from abroad. Suppose you are importing certain things from abroad. So here, import substitution means the things, instead of importing from foreign countries, you are producing the same thing in home country. That is called import substitutions. Repeat once again. Import substitution means instead of importing goods from abroad or foreign countries, you are producing these things your own home country. You are producing yourself at home instead of importing from other countries. This is called substitution, import substitution. Repeat once again. Import substitution means instead of importing goods from abroad, you are producing the same goods at home or in domestic level. That means you're in country. That means you are controlling yourself to import goods. Rather, you are trying to produce your itself at home. You are trying to produce the same goods at home instead of importing from others. This is called import substitution. Next, export promotion. That means you are trying to promote or export. That means sending goods outside the political boundary of a country. You are sending other country your goods, what is being produced at home. So here, these are called instruments. So these are the instruments are used to solve the problems that are in between or inside the achieving your target in planning. So here, plan models or planning model or development models has certain elements. Number one is objectives of economic policies. Number two is instrument variables, and number three is functional relationship. What is functional relationship? Functional relationship, how these instruments or how the variables are working. There are some variables are independent. There are some variables are dependent. So when I told you independent side, we always telling that the target is there. When you are talking about target, that is your dependent one. But the instrument, the instrument that you are going to be, the instrument what you are going to implement, or the instrument what you are going to be used, or what you are going to use, is called independent variables. So functional relationship of dependent and independent variables are important for a plan models, for planning models. So in the planning models, we have three types of elements. So there are three elements. Number one is objective or economic policy. Number two is instrument variables. And number three is functional relationship between dependent and independent variables. These are things. So once again, I'm repeating those who came join late. I'm repeating once again a little bit slowly that we discussed earlier in last classes, we discussed growth models. And now this class, I'm teaching you plan models or planning models or developmental models. Okay. So here in growth model, we discussed the critical variables in a quantitative form. How the variables called saving, investment, income, all the variables we discussed in a quantitative form, and how these variables are related to each other. That we studied in growth model. But in plan models, these models are just like a medicine that helps to cure the diseases that we encountered during the planning in economy. So whenever the plan model is there, we understood, or we have to understand that this is meant to solve the problems in planning. In planning, there are some problems always there. To solve these problems, plan models are necessary. Growth model means different. Plan model means different. Plan models only is used to solve the problems in planning. Growth models are meant to achieve economic development or growth. But plan models are used to cure the problems in planning. In plan models, we have three elements. One is objectives of economic policy. There are some elements are there. So in there some variables are there. Dependent variables are there. For example, per capita income, price stability, and employment. That means when we are talking about the objective economic plan or economic policy, we have to achieve certain targets. We have to achieve certain objectives. So here the objectives are per capita income or national income, price stability, maintenance of price stability, and other is achieving full employment level of economy. So these are objectives. But in case of instrument variables, we have studied some policy measures. Some policies are required. Some policies are required to achieve this target. Some policies are required to achieve a target. That policies are saving income ratio, investment income ratio, import substitutions, and export promotion. These are the policy that you have to adopt this policy to achieve your target. And there is a functional relationship, how the independent variables and dependent variables are related to each other during the working or function of policy measures. Okay. Now, once again I'm telling, the plan models also further divided into three groups. Plan models is of three groups. Plan models is divided into three groups. Number one, aggregate or macroeconomics model. Plan models are divided in three parts. Number one, aggregative or macroeconomics models. Now I'm asking one question to you. What is macroeconomics or what is macro?
So microeconomy based on individuals individual based. The thoughts are written there is individual based, while macro is based on whole country and a big level.
Yeah, one way correct. Yeah, not really. Yeah, not going any wrong way. But let me explain to literary way. Okay, literary meaning. Let's see. No, you told the correct. But let me just make it a more better detail for others' understanding. Micro means small. Microscopic, that means we are going to observe the smallest particles also. Therefore, usually in a microscopic instrument, I'm telling you, a laboratory you check. Micro means small. That means when we study the economic variables in a smallest way, smallest particular individual way. For example, only price, one individual, only one price, one demand, one supply. Then only individually we are going to study the economic variables. This is called macroeconomics. But in case of macro means big or aggregate, when you study the economic variable in a bigger way, in a lump sum way. For example, I'm giving you national income. When you talk about national income, you are not going to study the income of one particular person. National income is income of all individuals residing inside the country. National income is covering all incomes of the country, individuals. We are not going to study the particular person's income. We are studying national income is country as a whole, in aggregate. I am giving example. Next example, suppose you are going to study employment. We are not going to study the employment of somebody X or Y. We are going to study of the employment people in general. When we are talking about the population or people of India or population, we are talking about the population as a whole. Remember one thing, when I go to study the whole world, that time Indian population becomes micro. Whole world, whenever we are talking about discussing about the population in the world population become macro and Indian population become macro. So macroeconomics and macroeconomics depends on the situation also. When I go to study of the forest, that this is macro. When I go to study about the one tree in a forest, then macro. Anyhow, you understood naturally. Thank you.
Yes,
Next
sir.
is, then whenever we're going to study the aggregative or macroeconomics models, then we studied the economy as a whole. I'm giving example to you, Herod-Demar model. The Herod-Demar model is just example of macroeconomics model, because here we studied in saving and investment on income as a whole in aggregate. Now, next is sectoral models. Sectoral means in economy we have three sectors. One is primary, one is secondary, other is tertiary. Sector wise. So in the sector wise, whenever we are going to make more different plans, sector wise, then it's called sectoral models. For example, suppose you are going to augment our productivity in the agriculture. So the agriculture sector. Suppose you are going to enhance our productivity in industry, then it is industrial sector or secondary sector. Suppose you are going to develop our services side, the tertiary sector. So whenever we are going to make plan models according to the sector way, then it is called sectoral models. One is sectoral models. No, one is aggregate and macroeconomics model. Next is sectoral models, and third is comprehensive inter-industrial model. Comprehensive inter-industry models. So now you ask me, sir, what is a comprehensive industry model? In a comprehensive model, there are 2 points that we are going to think about. The first one is input-output technique. In case of comprehensive inter-industry, industry means industry in between industry. Suppose one sector, we are taking one sector, secondary sector. And inside this industry sector, also secondary sector, we have some other industry, so many other industry also. Whenever we are talking about the industrial sector, we are discussing about a particular sector only. But when we are discussing about inter-industry, that means we are discussing about other small industry that constitute industry or farms. Let me tell you, farms. Now, farms is a smaller one. Industry is a bigger way. A group of farms produce same goods are called as industry. A group of farms, FIRMS, farms. The group of farms constitute an industry producing the same goods. So here, inter-industry models means in between the industry, there are small models are there. And here, we always try to follow two techniques. One is input-output technique. Number two is linear programming technique. In case of input-output technique, we are setting some targets to achieve a definite amount of output by injecting a definite amount of input. Means input is used to produce a definite amount of output. So input, how the input and output are related, the technique is called input-output technique. How much input is used, how much raw materials are used to produce a definite amount of output. That means the relationship between input and output are used in plant models to achieve a target. And here, comprehensive inter-industry models are utilizing techniques called input-output technique. Here, an amount of input is used to produce a definite amount of output. How the input is used to produce more output. Here, input means raw materials. Output means finished goods. Finished goods. Okay. Next is linear programming technique. This is a complete methodical one. Here, the industry itself is trying to achieve a definite target or fixed target or predetermined targets by utilizing the optimization technique. How the goods are being used to optimum level, to the best level, how goods are utilized to achieve a definite amount of output. So here, in case of linear programming techniques, this is called optimization technique or optimization of goods, optimization of resources to be utilized to achieve a targeted amount of output. So here, I told you once again, repeating, same thing I'm going to repeat once again from beginning so that I can shift to other area. See, those who came late, let me explain to you slowly, and I once again repeating from beginning little. We studied growth models earlier. In the growth model, we discussed different variables such as saving, investment, income, and mathematically, algebraically, I told you Y, S, I like that. We discussed this one in a quantitative form. In mathematical way, discuss that one. The 100 points are given. And here all the variables are like such as income, Y, saving, S, investment, I, all are discussed in the process of economic growth. In the process of economic growth, we discuss the relationship between all the variables in a quantitative way. Because economic growth is a process whereby national income increases over a long period of time. This is called economic growth and development. So here in growth model, like Horendomar or Solo model or Cambridge model, all we discuss about the variables, how they are interrelated in a quantitative way. And we explain that these are the variables are interrelated for economic growth. But in case of plan models, in a planning models or development models, we are discussing that how these planning models are required to solve planning in the country. In a planning, the problems comes, and when problem comes, to solve this problem, we do require plan models. Just like a solution, plan models is a solvent which is used to solve the problems that occurs in planning. Whenever we are doing this plan, some problems always comes. To solve this problem, plan models is required. So in the plan models, there are three elements. One is objectives of economic policy. Objectives means you have to set some objectives, target to be achieved. So there are objectives in economic policy. Number one, here the variables are dependent. The variables are dependent in objectives. I give an example to you. Per capita income, price stability, and employment, full employment. These are called objectives in economy. Here in plan models, we must have objectives in our policy. We must achieve this objective. We have to keep in front of us the objectives and that set aside to be achieved. This is objectives in economic policy. Number two is instrument variables. Some policy is required, some instruments are required, some tools are required to achieve these objectives. The tools are saving income ratio, investment income ratio, import substitutions, and export promotion. These are instruments through which, with the help of which, we achieve our objectives set aside. And number three is functional relationship. In a functional relationship, we are always thinking that how these independent variables and independent variables are interrelated. How these dependent variables such as saving, investment, and income, and independent variables such as saving income ratio, investment income ratio, export promotion, import substitution, these are called independent variables. how the independent variables and dependent variables are interrelated. That is a study functional relationship. Now, plant models is of three groups. That is, the plant models is divided into three groups. Number one is aggregative or macroeconomics model. Number two is sectoral models, and number three is comprehensive inter-industry models. In aggregative or macroeconomics models, we discuss the models in aggregate. We discuss the plant models in aggregate. That means in macroeconomics level, whenever we are discussing, we are going to solve the problem of macroeconomics problems. Then, and when we are going to make planning, that time we are utilizing the plant models in aggregate level, aggregative level. Whenever we are going to discuss the economy in a aggregate level or macroeconomic level, and we are planning it for that, at that time we have to face certain problems. We are facing some problems, and that problem can be solved by aggregative or macroeconomic models. Okay. Number two, that in case of sectors of the economy, there are three sectors in economy. One is primary sector, other is secondary sector, other is tertiary sector. Primary sectors are agriculture one, secondary sector are called industrial sector, and number third is there is tertiary services sector. So in these three sectors, we used to face some problems. So when we are going to do some planning to achieve some targets in a sector wise, we have some problems in planning. And to solve these problems, we do require plan models for that also. And that plan models are called sectoral models. Lastly, the comprehensive inter-industry models. Here, inter-industry also problems. Whenever some industry is there, so planning is there. And when planning of industry is there, so problems always there. To solve these problems in the planning of industry, we do require a comprehensive inter-industry models. And these comprehensive inter-industry models, we have two techniques. Number one is input-output technique, and number two is linear programming technique. In the input-output technique, we always require the help of setting some consistent targets to achieve a definite amount of output by utilizing an input. How much raw materials are used to produce the definite amount of output that we set aside as an objective. That is in input-output technique. Second technique is that linear programming technique refers to the optimization of resources. Optimization of resources. That means the maximum way, best way you have to utilize the resources available with you. The optimization technique really evolved during Second World War. During Second World War, I'm just going away from topic, okay, to explain this point. During Second World War, the Allied armies, Allied people, means those are against this Hitler group. Those are grouped together, France, England, America, all together, Allied forces. They evolved this technique, optimization technique, a mathematical technique. They used, when they experienced that shortage of resources to fight the war, that time the technique used by them, evolved by them, to use the available resources up to its utmost way, the best way to utilize it. That is called optimization technique. That means whatever resources are available with you, you understood is limited now. That means you are utilizing the resources the best possible way. That is called optimum technology, optimization of technology. Okay. So here, till now we understood that plant models are being used to solve the problems that occur in planning. Till now we understood that plan models are just like solvent that are used to cure the problems that occur in planning. Planning is jaha problem hobo, to solve this problem, plan model dorkar pore. Till now, understood now all? Hello?
Sir, what are the
Yes.
examples?
Okay, let me give example to you. Plan models. Now, topic is plan models. Now, suppose you are planning something. I'm giving example to you. Suppose the country is planning to achieve economic growth by setting that per capita income to be increased. Per capita to increase, there are some problem comes. Whenever you are setting some objective in front of you, some problem comes in economy. What problem is? How to create employment, how to create more investment. Without investment, there is no employment, and without employment, there is no income. And if there is no income, there is you cannot think about per capita income. And whenever we are talking per capita income, we must see the per head of income. That means total number of population, whole income divided by total number of population is called per capita income. The total number of income divided by total number of population in the country equal to per capita income. So your per capita income depends on population growth also, rate of population growth. A rate of population growth also depends on the family traditional, custom tradition, whatever possibly there. Population growth requires so many problems. Population growth also so many points are there. When population increasing more and more, national income also increasing more and more, the per capita income will never increase. Because per capita depends upon the growth of population and national income. Per capita income is what? Total income divided by total population in the country. That is per head income in the country, per head income. That is called per capita income. So without per capita income, you cannot think about economic growth of a country. So whenever we are talking about the per capita income, we must think of the rate of growth of population. And when we talk about the rate of population, we must see what are the things, what are the way things are increased, what is the thing factors which are helping population growth, and how to control population growth problem. All these problems are solved through plan models.
Okay, sir. Understood, sir.
Now you may ask question to me, sir, what are the factors are helping to grow population growth in country? Do you know that in Western European countries there are some Eastern European countries, there are some countries are there, right? Romania, others are there. Eastern European. If a lady is bearing more child, that lady will be rewarded. You know that? Rewarded.
Yes, sir.
But in India,
It was started during the time.
why? Because they need population. Without population, how things work? Therefore, the German, others, our countries during the World War, so many people died, and they require population, and that's why they're encouraging immigration. They need population to run their factory. They need people to work for their work. Who will work? Their population very less. And they encourage population growth. But India is the opposite. In China, opposite. Because growth of population too much here. But that side population growth is less. They believe even if they think about the population also, they never. That climate is not fitting. That things are like that. The government policies were like that earlier. But government policy is changing now. Anyhow, these are the things called plan models. To solve these problems, we require plan models. You understand now? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Understood. Now, till now, I'm telling, till now, I have told you one thing, that what is plan models and what is growth models. Growth models are just in general, that some variables are working, some variables are interlinked each other, and they are necessary for economic growth of country. For example, saving, investment, income, what? And this is economic growth. But in case of plan models mean to solve the problems that occur in planning. Whenever you are planning, you are doing something, You are planning something, some problems are there. I am giving example to you. Suppose Alok wants good mark in IGNU. Planning is he's doing planning. This is a plan. He's planning good mark in IGNU exam. Our target is good mark, and he's planning. For planning, he has to do something. What to do? To arrange books, study materials, arrange his food, arrange his timing, arrange his mental whatever problem he has. So he has to think about that all. For that, he require plan models. What book he want, which will study, what food he'll eat, what food he should discard, how he'll talk with people, how he'll behave with family members when their disturbance comes. When disturbance comes, whatever way he has to solve. This is called planning model.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Very good. Anyhow, so let's go down. I told you that next page I'm going to tell you what is planning now. First time you asked me what is planning now. Let's discuss now planning. So without knowing planning, we cannot think about plan models. So discuss now what is plan. Now what is plan? Can anybody volunteer? What is plan? I think you might have studied in plus 2 level or graduation level planning.
Sir, it is a structural way to solve any problem or do aim for a thing that we will achieve according to structural process.
I'm giving hints to you. I'm just helping you. In a planning or plan, we have to see 3 elements. The 3 things should be there. Then only you can call plan. One is objective. Number 2, you have to define the activities in a process through which a definite objective can be achieved in a given period of time. In a process, activities are there. You have to do some work. So work to be defined, consciously defined, consciously determined. That means before planning, you are consciously with your brain, with your good sound brain, you decided that these are to be achieved. Target fixed. You always in a planning is defined as the consciously directed activities. Directed activities, the things what you are going to do. In a planning, a consciously means with a sound body, sound mind, you decided to do some work, to achieve some targets in a given time. 3 points. It's a process that you consciously determine, decided or directed. Some activities are there and time is there. Consciously directed activities means with a sound body or sound mind, you decided to do some work. And that work, some target is there. And time limit also there. For example, I'm giving you, in India, we are following 5-year plan. Time is 5 years. Some objective is set. Objective is target given. That within 5 years, we will clean Yamuna river. Within 5 years, we will clean Yamuna river. Objective. 5 years, time is given. Some activities to be done. We will bring machine. We will make water cleaning machine, whatever. JCB, whatever. This is planning. Before embarking into the work. Before doing the work, you are planning. Set some target, set some work to be done, and time frame is given. 3 points. That is the planning. So what is planning now? It is a process undertaken consciously to achieve some certain objectives in a given period of time. In a plan, always time frame is there. Time is given. Some objectives are given. And some consciously sound mind, sound brain, sound everything, you decided to do some work. Before work, it is called planning. I'm giving an example just now. In Delhi government decided to clean Yamuna River within 5 years. Time is given. Consciously, meaning with the sound brain, sound mind, they decided it. And some work to be done, the work was assigned. These are the activities to be done. This is called planning. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Understood? So by chance somebody asking you planning, you must say 3 points should be there. One is your consciously directed activities. Is a process with sound brain, sound mind, consciously. That means with no, the madman will not do that one. Some sound brain required. Some mind to be consciously or cool brain, you have to decide something. Planning. You are planning to pass you are planning to pass in exam. Planning. But your directed activities are not that assigned properly. You are not studying properly. I'm telling about you now. Target is pass, but activities are not consciously decided. Time is only 1 year. Within 1 year, you have to achieve things. Time is your correct. Your objective is correct, but your activities are not correct because you are not reading properly. So you is not planning one way. You are not planning that way. So planning means 3 points should be there. One is it's a process, consciously directed activities. Target is fixed. Time is a fixed. So planning means it is a consciously directed activities for achieving the predetermined goals. Predetermined means before embarking upon, before starting the activities, you already decided what to be achieved. The target is already given. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, now planning to understand now it is a process. Objectives are required. Time is given. Or goal is objective is goal and time also given. Okay, very good. Now, what are the factors that are guiding your planning in an economy? It is development oriented. Each plan or each type of planning needs the support and strength of a sound plan model. Plan model is required to do planning. Without plan models, you cannot make our planning justiciable or workable. Just I told you that if some problems comes in planning, then you require the plan models. Plan model is just like a medicine that cure the disease of in planning. In planning, some problem comes, that time plan model required. So that means plan models provides the required oxygen to the planning. Or plan models helps or strengthen planning. Or
Understood, sir.
understood. Very good. Now let's see what is the features of planning. Features of planning. Here, when I talk about the features now, in a planning, we already know that it is a process. Some objectives are there, some policies are there, some policy, directed policy means directed activity means policies are instruments are there to achieve this one. Anyhow, what are the first one? Institutionalized activities. Institutionalized activities. Features of planning. I'm teaching features of planning. Number one is institutionalized activity. Some institutions are there. Some institutions are there. Those are making they are taking decision. We are talking the government planning. Some institutions are there. They are meant to prepare the draft. They have to start the process first. They have to prepare a draft preparation. Now they are taking decision also. They have to take the right decision also. And third is education. That means they have to how to implement this work. And lastly, coordination. How to coordinate the work. First is utilization. Utilize activity is more important. So here, whenever we are talking about utilization activity, utilized activities, we must see the administrative activities also. Administrative instruments are required. Whenever we are talking about utilized activities, that time some administrative instruments are required. What the instrument now? How the government, what the policy government is following, so that the policy will not be hampered. The policy of planning will not be hampered. So government policy, you have to see that one before embarking upon the planning. So when planning, we are talking about planning, we must take the support of some policies that is being carried out by the government or the country in question. Now here we want to talk the administrative instruments that refers to taxation policy, subsidies policy, fixation of price and wages, and import export, all. Whenever we are going to plan something, start from planning, we must see the economy at present, what the economy is in. First feature that means institutionalized activity. Whenever we are going to do some work, we must study what is at present going on, what is there to be faced, what you are going to encounter. That one. So here, the country concerned must think about the policy that government is adopting, the policy that government is at present following. Okay, I told taxation policy, subsidies policies. Government is following different policies are there. Under these policy systems, all there are so many things are going on, administrative way, and we have to think about all these things before starting your planning. So institutionalized activities. So we have to check all the work, what is going on. Our different institutions are involved. Different institutions are involved in planning. So we must see their activity first. Check things all. I'm just giving example to you. Recently, the income tax slab is discussed. Our finance minister announced the latest your income tax policy. This is going to hamper your planning also, because those who plan earlier before this taxation policy, they planned something else. They had something they thought. But once policy came, who knows, the planning is now jeopardized. They change, now they're regretting, oh, no, I did all the thinking. Now tax is already too much now. Therefore, planning, when we are doing the planning, you must see the policies what government is following regarding taxation also, subsidies also. You know what is tax now? Suppose somebody asks you what is tax. Hello?
Sir, tax that we give to the government for helping people.
That government is giving, say, the Subhadra money. Is tax or what?
No, sir. No, sir. We are
Then
we share some income from our share some money from our income, sir, in order to as a tax we help to poor people, like in disaster situation, like we are helping Myanmar now, like that kind of situations are helped by taxation.
suppose if government make a park, government is one made a park. Is it for only poor people or what?
No, sir, it is for all people, sir.
Then now somebody asking you what do you mean by taxes or tax only? No, I'm just inquiring. So whether you know or not, I'm thinking. I must know your depth of knowledge now. Then I can explain to you better. That is what my mind. Not to test you. Whether you're good or bad, I'm not testing. I want to know how far you know these things. So that my duty to tell you also. Anybody like Sagarika?
Sir, tax is a mandatory charge collected by the local, state, and central by from the people, general peoples for fulfilling the welfare of the peoples uh, based on schemes, etc.
Supriya, partly you are correct, but one thing, the vital things are missing. You are partly correct. Partly are correct. I never told correct. Partly correct.
So, sir, basically the charges are generally given by the government are usually used for welfare of peoples are called tax.
No, I'm not asking the what the benefit, what the workable functional relation of taxation. I never asked what the government is going to do, what not. Government is doing your money utilizing or not. I'm not asking. I'm asking the simple. What do you mean by taxation or tax? So
Mandatory,
we are told,
mandatory amount.
ah, yeah,
Hello.
yes, yes, yes.
So I think tax is an amount that you are required to pay basic your income and consumption for goods and services.
I see. I'm not testing your brain. Okay, whether good or bad, I'm not testing. I'm testing whether you know or not. If you don't know, it's my duty to teach you. That is what my intention. Okay. Partly you are all little bit. You are hitting all little bit. Okay, but the real point you are not hitting. Let me tell you. Well, listen carefully. Whenever you are purchasing atta, dal, rice, or even soap, also you are paying tax. You know that.
Yes, sir.
So how can you say
So
that from
that's
in
why that's why I
tax?
say goods and services.
Okay, but I told you partly correct. I never told no. Partly correct, but still the vital point is living. You are missing. Even Supriya also. Let me tell you. Wait, listen. Now listen to me.
What?
Tax is a compulsory payment paid to the government to meet government needs without any quid pro quo. That what you are missing. Without any quid. QUID. PRO. QUO. Without any quid pro quo means the Italian word quid pro quo. That means whenever you are paying government some money to meet government expenditure, that means you are not expecting any benefit in each of it. That is the point of taxation. That
So
means
can you repeat again this? I want to note
whenever you
down.
are yes,
So can you repeat it again? I want to note down it.
okay, right. Tax
Okay.
compulsory,
Means
right, right. Tax is a compulsory payment. Tax is
okay,
a
then sir.
compulsory Tax is a compulsory payment. Compulsory payment means each and everybody has to pay as a citizen of a country. It is a compulsory payment by the citizen of the country to the government without any quid 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 definitely gap PRO quid pro quo QUO. This is the Italian word quid pro quo without any quid without any benefit than me. The meaning is like that. That means in return of paying money to the government, we are not expecting any benefit from the government. That is taxation.
For the spelling is QUIDERO.
Huh. QUO last. QUO. They say Italian word, okay? This is not
ID.
English one. Quid pro quo. Quid pro quo. Take a gap. Quid hyphen pro hyphen Q like that. Hyphen means give little gap. Quid pro quo. This is Italian word. Quid pro
What is
quo
the
meaning.
meaning of this, sir? Sir,
Tell you the meaning.
kindly say the meaning of this.
I'm telling. The meaning is
Okay,
that
okay.
without expecting any benefit from the money. Right. without expecting any benefit from the payment what he made. That means you cannot that you must give me because I pay tax. You cannot claim that one. Any taxation. But suppose you are paying some money to government, you are asking, please give us. That is not taxation. You have to government to do. Suppose your money is being used for fighting war. You are never given. You are not asking for to government to spend money for that. Government is not obliged when you are making payment to government. It is expenditure government is meeting through your money and the taxation. But you should not expect anything. But the rest of point is there. For example, I'm giving you an example. Whenever you are paying some money to the PW department or electric department, that is you are paying for the service that you are received. You got some service from the government and then you paid for that. This is called special assessment. That is not tax. You got some service that you paid for that. So you have got the service. That you paid for that. It is something that you pay to government because of the service only. But in case of taxation, whenever you are paying taxation, that means each and every citizen of the country has to pay. Mandatory, compulsory. If you are a citizen of India, you must pay this one. Either you are paying GST, now the GST. You are paying tax, anything you are purchasing, the tax is there. Whatever things you are consuming, whatever purchasing, also tax is there. Everybody is paying. Poor, rich, everybody is paying tax. And this is taxes. Taxation means what? Tax is a compulsory payment. It is compulsory for the citizen of country to the government without any quid pro quo. That means without expecting any benefit. Without expecting any benefit. That what is more important. I am giving an example to you. You are traveling by train. You are traveling by train. You are telling 10 fare, F-A-R-E. 10 fare, bus fare. That time you are getting some services because the train or bus are being used to carry you from one place to other place, transfer you to one place to other place. So you are getting some services, some benefits. And that's why I paid for that. You may ask me, sir, why suppose I'm purchasing something, you are telling price and this is fair. Why? Fair and price quite different. Fair, F-A-R-E, fair. Fair means used for commercial purpose. One fee and fair. Fee means suppose doctor is checking your body or you are going for checkup. You are paying medical fee. Suppose you are going for marriage, there is marriage fee, registration fee. You are going to RC regional center of Bhubaneswar, you are paying tuition fee. But in case of bus service or train service or air something, you are telling bus fare, train fare. That time you are not telling bus fee or train fee. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Sir. Understood, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because in case of fee, you are paying making the payment for the services which cannot be measured. Which cannot be measured. The services cannot be measured. That means you are paying some money to the service cannot be measured. I'm giving an example to you. A doctor is treating you. A doctor is treating you because you are about to die. A doctor has taken 100 rupees as a fee. Can you see that your death, nearing death situation is equal to 100 rupees?
No, sir.
That means a fee is paid to the services which cannot be measured. Teacher, I'm teaching you now. I'm teaching you now. And after a class, you are paying 100 rupees to me as tuition fee. Can you measure my service, teaching service? That I cited too much 100 rupees and I told slowly 50 rupees. Can you measure it? Their services cannot be measured. Therefore, it is called fee, court fee, teacher's fee, medical fee. But in case of bus, yes, 1 kilometer 10 rupees, 2 kilometer 20 rupees, 3 kilometer 30 rupees. Measure this. And they are doing for profit business, profit side. That's why it call commercial payment. And commercial payment is fair, not fee.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Well, see, I told you that being an economic student, you must know each point also. Without that, you will be in trouble because after a master in economics, who is going to teach you all like that? And you will feel shy to ask question to others. So therefore, I'm always hating your point all. I'm taking time, I know, but I want my students should be clear for their things what they're studying. Okay. Now I was telling you the features of planning. And here, feature of planning, I told you that first is institutionalized activity. The government, whenever doing some planning, he must see the all institutions are involved in, are doing their work properly. In administrative areas, you are facing a point of taxation policy, subsidies policy. No, yes. What is subsidies? What is subsidies? Yes. Namita, yes. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what is subsidy? SUBSIDY. Tell something. Mistake is always there. Don't worry.
Subsidy means a total money granted by the state or maybe central to help in generally in the institution.
Suppose you are getting subsidized rice from government, ration card,
Yes.
subsidized rice. What?
Sir, government to go to help, sir. But rewards हमें कोई बढ़िया.
Help. Which way? Now let's see what is way. No, partly correct. Subsidize means the real amount is not paid, but you are asked to pay less than that. Gas cylinder is given to you as a subsidized level. Everybody is using now gas LPG. So
Yes, sir.
you are getting a subsidized rate of gas. Subsidized means the amount what is supposed to pay, you are not allowed to pay that one, but you are allowed to pay less than that. The gap is created, gap. The actual payment is different. Sorry, real payment is quite different than actual payment. Real payment is supposed 1,000, but now you are paying 800. Government is giving subsidies of 200. That means government is asking you to pay 200 less. And the 200 less money is being paid by the government to the company who is supplying gas on your behalf.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
The company is supplying your gas with 800, but real price of gas is 1,000. That time government is telling that please reduce your price for public welfare. People cannot purchase 1,000 gas. Reduce the gas. The gap between the actual payment or the real payment, I'll cover up. That is government doing, and that is called subsidize.
Understood, sir.
That means subsidy is one type of help, financial help, indirect financial help, so that you can able to purchase goods, so that you can handle things. Because for you it is very difficult, costly. So government is giving subsidized things. Rice is given subsidized way. People are getting rice subsidized rate. Why? Because they cannot pay the heavy price for the rice. So government is helping people to purchase the rice with the less price. And that price which is gap is created, government is paying the owner or company. Okay. Now, planning features, we can make us that institutionalized productivity. Number 2 is quantified goods and services. Now, whatever available resources in the country are being used in a quantitative way. What other goods are available in the country are quantified, like land, labor, capital, whatever, banking department, foreign trade, whatever, all things are there. All are how many banks are there, how much acre of land is there, how much mines are there, how many departments are there, what are the deposits are there, how much foreign money is there, all are quantified. Everything is quantified in planning. First is institutionalized activity, the first feature of planning. All the institutions are involved in planning must be taken care of. Number two is all these developed resources are quantified. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Number three is programmed actions. That means action being carried on, the action what government should take cover or government should take up must be programmed. The action, what you are going to take action, what type of action you are going to take, that should be completely given. Program. Whenever we are doing what program is what? The action to be carried out. Whenever we are doing tomorrow, I have program to go to somewhere. That means before embarking upon, you program it. Your action is mentioned. That tomorrow I am going to eat such and such things.
So, sir,
Tomorrow I will go to Puri.
Plan before do actions.
That action is already mentioned. That is program. In a plan, action must be given. Then we can say the plan. Because we are reading a future plan in a planning. Tomorrow I am going to visit Puri. There I eat such as good gupchup, dohipara, whatever I'm going to eat all this. Then I'll go to see inside sea. I'll go.
So, sir, basically, what
Pardon?
are the features of plan?
That I'm teaching now. Number one is institutionalized. Islamic, those are institutions involved in planning must be categorized. Their work should be assigned nicely. Number two is all the resources available in the country must be quantified. Number three is the action program should be mentioned. And number four is priority. Priority should be given to the right things what is required. Emergency. The priority should be given. In the plannings, you must see the prioritization. Priority means importance. Some sectors should be given importance. Nowadays, all the planning is women oriented. In Government of India, why? Empowerment of women. Subhadra Yojana. I am giving an example to you. Ladies are given cycle school level. Ladies are given maternity leave 1 year. That means all the planning are women oriented nowadays. Priority is given to women development, empowerment of women. Check Delhi CM, women. Here Odisha Deputy, women. Women empowerment. Hello.
Yes, sir.
sir.
Hello. You are following me? This is a priority.
Yes, sir, following, sir.
Then we plan. In the planning, prioritization is there. Priority means importance are there and mentioned. Action like that. Actually, first planning institutionalization. Number two, quantified the issues available. Number three is program action. Number five is prioritization importance. I give an example of this one. Next, lastly, rational socialized activity. Rational. Now, rational. What is rational now? Each point you must be clear with the meaning. Once you know the meaning, you can write better in exam. Remember one thing, whenever you are writing exam, please don't use book language. Use your own English. Yes, the points should be mentioned, the variables should be mentioned, but whenever writing, use your own English. You are the best. Think that way, write an exam. You know why? You may ask, sir, why? Because if you write a book language, the examiner will think that you cheat from book. Because you cannot write whole book language throughout the exam script. Some area you write because you memorize something. Suppose you memorize something from book and one para you wrote from book, and other para your brain, your English. That means varies. When the answer varies, you will be caught. Teachers should never say now whether you cheat or not, but they believe that you copied from. So therefore, I'm always suggesting you, you are the best. Whatever English you know, that's the best one. Use your English whenever writing in exam paper. Okay? Okay, let's. So I asked you just now, last feature of planning is rationalized activity. Rationalized activity. What is rational now? What is rational? Hello?
Sir, rational means when we are thinking in a sound mind and we do, uh, sir, we know what to do in a sound mind, that is called rational when we take decisions.
Partly correct. Partly correct. Okay, I'm giving hints to you. Okay, I'm giving hints to you. Economics is a rational study.
So, sir, basically they are having some points and thoughts that are actually correct on the based on some truth facts. So we can call that rational.
Is
1 minute.
based on some reason or logic.
Yes, Namita.
Hmm. Which one Alok is saying that one may be based on any means economic study is based on reason or logic. That one means
Uh,
I think rational.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. Ec- In economics, we teach man is a rational animal. In political science, we have this word, man is a social animal. In political science, we studied man is a social animal, but in economics, we say man is a rational animal. Rational.
Hmm.
Who knows what is good and what is bad. The thinking of goodness and badness. Rational one.
Logical decision making.
Okay, let me tell you, Rossi. Yeah, they're partly correct. I said no. I'm giving example to you. Suppose you are going to murder somebody because that fellow murdered your father. Example I'm giving. Is it logically correct? But is it rational?
No.
Then logically I tell you correct. Suppose somebody killed your father and you are going to kill that fellow. Logically correct. But rationally is not good. You as a human being, you should not do like that.
Yes.
That is rational. So economics should be all a rational type. Because whenever government doing some policy, whenever government is planning something, it is meant for social development, not individual one. It may hamper somebody one or two may be culprit, or maybe two or one person may suffer. But in general, will be benefited. Rational decision. I am giving example to you. Knowledge and wisdom. The difference between knowledge and wisdom, what do you know that? Knowledge and wisdom.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference?
So knowledge is acquired from gains by study, and wisdoms are based on experiences.
Very good point. And also one thing. Next second point, I'm adding this one. Wisdom really acquired from experience. Correct, good word. It is a God given quality also. Inherited.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is there, wisdom. The thinking power, what is good and what is bad is wisdom. Knowledge can be acquired from book. I am teaching economics to you. I just study book. This knowledge, not wisdom. Wisdom is what is good, what is bad, how to do, what not do, and what is really good for your things, for society good. Everything is coming together in wisdom. Rational thinking, rational
Yes,
thinking.
yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So whenever planning is there, the last feature of planning is rationalization. Rationalization of activity. So whenever planning is there, the activity should be rational one. That means should benefit people as a whole. Yes, one or two people suffer, but it should in general beneficial to welfare of the public, beneficial to public. Okay. Now features gone. Now let's say need for planning. Why we do require plan? Why we want plan? or what is the necessary of having planning, or what is the need for planning? Topic.
So, sir, basically, we plan for better efficiency and use of skills in order to achieve employment and better
No,
production
no.
in economy.
General meaning is that in order to achieve our target, we need planning. That is what telling. Okay, that is the point. Point is the point. Okay, but let me tell you what teaching now. Our topic is that there are two factors are influencing planning. We require planning. We do need plan. We do require plan because of two factors. One is non-economic factors. Other is economic factors.
Sir,
Economic
what are the
factors.
non-economic sectors?
Yeah, I'm going to tell this. I'm telling you. Wait, slow. Non-economic factor means it is a fulfillment of aspirations of people. What are the things that you are aspired to be? You are aspired to something the other may not like. Is the symbol of sovereignty. That means you are independent. The mentality of independence and there. Because the planning enacted by countries after Second World War only. Earlier planning was not there. Government is doing whatever they do, want to because population are less, requirement was less. When planning comes, because you are suffering from utilizing the public resources. Why do we require plan? Why? Because your time is short, because your resources are short, syllabus is vast, that's why you are plan. Suppose you are given to cover this topic 2 years to pass economics. Time is given 2 years. Syllabus only for little bit. Will you plan?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No.
Plan will be help us to achieve.
Plan, see, time is given plenty. Long time, 2 years to cover economics only. 2 years given to economics for one paper. Will you plan properly? You will sleep nicely, you know that? 2
Yes,
years
sir.
enough to be plenty. So for you, no plan required. You can sleep or read or whatever you do. But time is short. I told you in plan time is set. Time is set. Time is given. Resources are scarce, limited. Time is given limited. Books are available limited. Classes are limited. Scope is limited. That's why planning required. Because planning helps you to utilize the resources proper way.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
ତମ ଘରେ ଖାଇବାର ବହୁତ ଜିନିଷ ଅଛି ତମ ଘରେ ଖାଇବା ଭର୍ତ୍ତି ଅଛି ଯୋଉଟା ଚାହିଁଲେ ମିଳୁଛି ମାଳିଆ ମିଳୁଛି ସବୁବେଳେ ଘରେ ଚାଲି ଅଛି ଡୁ ୟୁ ପ୍ଲାନ୍ କିଛି ପ୍ଲାନ୍ କରିବନି ଖାଇବା ସବୁବେଳେ ମିଳୁଛି ନା ବାଚ୍ଚା ତମ ଘରେ ଖାଇବାର ଅଭାବ ଅଛି ମୁଢିକୁ ବି ପ୍ଲାନ୍ କରିବ କେମିତି ଖାଇବ ମୁଢିକୁ ବି ସକାଳେ କେମିତି ଖାଇବ ଉପର କେମିତି ଖାଇବ ପ୍ଲାନ୍ କରିବ ବିକଜ ରିସୋର୍ସ ଆର୍ ଲେସ୍ So planning is required to fulfillment of aspirations and it is a symbol of sovereignty. Each and every country wants their own sovereignty, supreme power. No country wants to be under somebody. There was a time in 19th century, 18th century, 16th century, colonization was there throughout the world. Some Western countries, they explore different areas and establish their colony. Like India also came under British. But in 20th century, almost all countries in the world are independent. And the symbol of independence means they have to do their own work, own way to research, their own way to dig. Everybody wants independence. You know that Bhutan is independent. Nearby India, small one, little bit. Small one, small area of Bhutan. Why? The symbol of sovereignty, supreme power. And each country wants to enjoy that supreme power, sovereignty. And therefore, planning is required for that country. And planning is required to maintain the sovereignty. Number one. Number two, planning is required because of past experiences. In the olden days or past areas, they use the resources haphazardly. They destroy the forest also. They destroy the environment also, and they suffer a lot. So many people died because of diseases. Now planning is required to patch up the loopholes. Number one, planning is required for fulfillment of aspirations. It is a symbol of sovereignty, and it is an experience of past that helped the country go for planning.
Sir, kindly repeat it again.
Very
I
good.
want to make it note.
Listen. Okay. We do need planning because of two factors. Number one is non-economic factor. Number two is economic
Yes.
factor. Under non-economic factor, number one is fulfillment of aspiration of people. Fulfillment
What is
of
the
aspiration.
spelling of
ASPIRA. Pardon? Aspiration. Asa Akanksha. ASPIRATION. Aspirations. Asa Akanksha.
pronounce it as aspiration. That's why we think it's a difficult word.
Acha, good. Okay. Aspiration. Okay. Number two, aspiration and symbol of sovereignty. So symbol of sovereignty. Symbol of sovereignty.
Yes.
The feeling of independent life. Okay. And number two is experience of past. So experience from the past. Experience from the past. Like because in the olden earlier days, countries they used to fight each other. Earlier days only war was there. Man, everybody was fighting each other. But nowadays, with their conscious now, is not good. That means you learn from past.
Yes.
They're gone. Now economic factor. Economic factor. Number one, allocation of.
In non-economic factor, there are what points.
Yes.
Okay.
Now next, let's go to economic factor plenty. Economic factors are plenty. Number one is allocation of scarce resources. Allocation of scarce resources. Scarce means limited.
Yes.
SCAR.
Sir, spelling of allocation.
Allocation of scarce resources. SCARCE. Scarce means limited. Limited. Number two, optimum economic growth. Optimum economic growth. Optimum is the best possible growth. Number three, capital formation.
Means the best.
Optimum economic growth. Economic growth.
Yes.
Optimum economic growth. Then capital formation. Capital formation means accumulation of capital, saving, increase saving and investment. Capital formation means formatting, making more investment, more saving. That meaning. Next is institutional
Yes,
change. Institutional. Hello.
economic growth. Kindly say me the
Capital formation.
meaning of optimum.
Optimum, optimum economic growth. Optimum is to the last, to the best, maximum. What is possible way? That is called maximum with the. Okay. Now capital formation, then institutional change. Yes. Institutional change. Wait, I'm teaching now. They're teaching, that's the right while I'm teaching the slowly. Okay, faster. Allocation of scarce resources. Now, whenever you are dealing with planning, we do require a plan because our resources what are available with us is limited. Because you are involving in the limitation of goods or services with us, we do require plan. Just now I told you that suppose a country is shortage of something, the country has to think about the goods to be imported or exported. I'm giving an example to you. When potato price was too much 2 years back, India stopped exporters or export of potatoes. When onion price is going up, Indian government stopped exporting onion to other country. These are the things called planning. That means the scarce resources to be utilized properly is require planning. First point is that we do require planning because the goods are available with us is scarce, limited. So to allocate the scarce resource proper way in different sectors and get the best out of that allocation, we do require planning. So planning is needed for the allocation of scarce resources in different sectors. We require a plan because resources are being allocated fairly. For fair distribution of resources, for allocation of resources proper way, we do require planning. Number one. Number two, to get
Sir,
the
what is the
optimum
meaning of
benefit from the
allocation?
hello, allocation means distribution.
Okay, thank you.
Now, optimum economic. Next is we do require planning for the better utilization of resources. Better utilization of resources. Best way you have to utilize resources properly. You have to utilize the best way. That is called optimum economic growth. That means economic growth is the best one. For that you require planning. Optimum economic growth is there. You can go slowly also, fast also. But what is really good for your country? What is the best possible way? That is your planning required. Further planning required. That is called optimum economic growth. Optimum refer to not maximum, refer to your potentiality. Up to your potentialities, the capability. The best way your capability is used. That is your optimum. Okay. Next is capital formation. How to augment our resources, how to augment our capital, we must go for planning. Because without the speed of banking system, we cannot think about raising, shaping and investment. Without the banking facilities, without the banking systems of the country, we cannot think of augmentation of saving and investment. So here planning is required. Without plan, we cannot think about capital formation. Capital means investment. The things what is used to earn more income. Formation is making. So capital formation means making investment available for the country. And making available for the country means saving also required. Making more investment means saving is required. Because without saving, investment not possible. So for saving, we must require the speed of banking system. And banking system is, it should be under control of government also. If you are giving all privatized all banking, they will do it their own way. Then they will not go for welfare of the public. So therefore, banking systems or some banks were nationalized. Now, question. Now I'm asking question to you. What is nationalized bank and bank in general?
Sir, what is bank or what is nationalized bank?
Yes. Bank, there are so many banks are there, but some banks are called nationalized bank. Why? What is nationalization?
Sir, nationalized bank. Oh, I have heard of central bank, sir, but never
No,
heard of nationalized bank.
Central
Is
bank is
it
only one.
different or same?
Different. Central bank is only RBI in India. Each country has only one bank called central bank. That is Reserve Bank of India.
Yes, sir.
But nationalized bank different. We have different type of banks. No, private banks are there. Private bank like ICSC. It is private bank.
Yes, sir. There is a central bank, public bank, and private sector banks.
Yes. So what is nationalized bank? Public bank. So there are so many.
Even nowadays, foreign banks are also there, sir.
That is okay. But I'm asking my question is what is nationalization?
No, sir, I never heard of.
Are SBI is nationalized bank. At least
Hello, sir. I think in India there are 12 nationalized banks, and a bank.
earlier we have 19 nationalized bank because of merger banks are merged together 12 now. Some banks merged together.
So,
Okay.
sir, basically, merged banks are called nationalized banks.
No. I told you earlier together we had 19 banks were nationalized earlier. Okay. Hello.
So, sir, what is nationalized bank then?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
going to tell you
Uh,
now. I'm going to tell. Hold on. Banks, listen, let me tell you. The Reserve Bank of India, Reserve Bank of India is a central bank established 1935. Okay. But before that, there was a bank called Imperial Bank. Imperial Bank during British time. And the Imperial Bank became State Bank of India.
so, the
Okay.
Imperial Bank becomes SBI.
State Bank. Okay. So it is a private bank. But government taken over this one. Nationalized means the bank will not do as it likes. They must be under government control. Even if they are private management, they have to go.
Sir, nationalized banks are follows RBI rules and conditions.
No. All banks are RBI rule. No. It's private also. They are under government spell. All banks are government spell. But the rules and regulations strictly followed and the guidelines by the national bank 100%. I'm giving
So,
you
sir, what
example.
are the examples of national banks, sir?
I'm giving example. Have you seen any? Have you seen? Yeah, wait. Have you seen any private bank? Sorry, private bank opening in a remote area like your Axis Bank or ICICI Bank? Have you seen like that?
No, sir.
Why? But you'll get SBI there. Why? Because SBI is under government control. Government is asking SBI to open a branch whether the people are there or not. But ICICI Bank is a private bank. Private banks are only profit oriented. Only profit. And if they open a branch in an urban area like Bhubaneswar city, they'll get more profit. And if a remote in area in Malkangiri, if the ICICI Bank will go, what profit they'll get? How many people are going to deposit? So ICICI Bank will not go to remote area. There is a profit oriented bank. But in private nationalized banks are not profit oriented. They are service oriented. Hello.
Understood, sir.
Means
All
nationalized
nationalized.
banks are service oriented.
Pardon?
Means nationalized banks are only service oriented.
Correct. Because they have to follow government rules and regulation, government direction only. And the private banks are not following government direction. Government, I'm giving example, Axis Bank, all private bank, foreign bank, all are private bank. They are not going to open their branch in remote areas where people are very poor because they are profit wala. Why they'll go to remote area like Malkangiri? Why they'll go there? Naxal areas. But SBI has to go if the government is directing. It is government is planning for augmentation of serving of poor people. So SBI has to open a branch there. Government direction. Government directly go there, open the branch like that. And India, the first time in 1966, sorry, 69. In 1969, banks were nationalized first time, 14 banks, during the time of Mrs. Indira Gandhi was Prime Minister. First time banks were nationalized during the time of Indira Gandhi. In 1969,
So, sir,
okay?
sir, how many banks were nationalized in that time?
That's I told you, Earlier 14 banks plus other 5 banks are nationalized, so total it was 19 only. 19 banks are nationalized. But nowadays some nationalized banks are merged together. Merged nowadays. So it became 12 now.
Okay, sir. Understood, sir.
Okay, let's go to topic now. Topic going back now. So that means this need for planning required for institutional change. Institutional change. First one is allocation of scarce resources. Number 2 is optimum economic growth. Number 3 is capital formation. Number 4 is institutional change. And number 5 is future generation. Future generation. That means planning is required for our future generation. Because whatever we are doing it now, we are doing for the future generations, the comforts of future people. We are opening roads, we are doing metro work, we are doing so many work activities, we are planning so many things for what? Our future generation. Subhadra Yojana, ladies are given money for what? In future, they are making their house better, to run their house better economically. These are all target. So planning is required for future generation. Number 6, planning is required. Planning is required for, we need planning because we want to know what is happening reality. Once you know the planning properly, you will get the data on the precise, correct data. Will get it everything what is happening now, and accordingly we can make our policy better and maintain our country in a stable position. To make our country stable in the international arena. If a country is doing better, it will in the international field, you will be prestige. It comes to prestige in the international field, and we can have a good point of our other country in the world. Status is enhanced now. We need planning for cementing our place in the international field, to place ourselves in the national level, international level. So planning is required for that also. Now India is becoming 5th developed countries in the world economically. Our economy is becoming 5th position in the world. Why? It is also given more strength of us in the world arena to say our voice is more now. Even United Nations, we have more voice because our economy is a 5th position now.
Sir, is India the developing or developed economy?
It's still developing, but economy is 5th now. The rate of development is better now in India. Even surpassing England also. The rate of growth is better in India compared to England. Now we are in 5th position in the world. Like USA, China, Japan, Germany, okay, France, then India is coming. England is 5th. Earlier England was 5th. Now we are becoming 5th now. So our growth rate is better now. That means once your economic growth is better, then your status in the international arena is better. And this is happening because of planning only. We do need a plan to place our status better.
Understood, sir.
Understood. Very good. Now, let's go. I just now explained to what is planning. I told future of planning, the need for planning I told. Now let's go to the nature and scope of planning. Nature and scope of planning. Now, question coming that in the whole world, we have 3 types of ideology. Economic ideology. I told economic ideology. One is capitalist ideology. Number 2 is socialist ideology. And another third is mixed economic ideology. Mixed, M-I-X-E-D. Now, in a capitalist economy or countries, those who believe in freedom of enterprise. Now, freedom is given completely there. Government role is minimum. Role of government is minimum in a capitalist country. And their plan is different. Here, the government plays a minimum role only. Like America. In America, private people are given freedom completely. Whatever they like, they can do. Whatever industry they want to set up. And government is only confined to defense only and finance. Finance means minting money side. Okay, but in socialist country like China and Russia, the role of government is defined, marked, fixed. Whatever government say, others are only obeying only. The role of government is more rare. The public sectors are dominating in socialist countries. Private people are very few and they are given a right, assigned rule only to play. So their planning is different. So planning depends upon the nature of economy of the country. The nature of economy of the country define your planning. We have three type of ideology in the economy. One is capitalist, where capital is given more importance, where rich people are given more importance. Government role of government is minimum, only confined to defense only, like America. I'm telling you, America. Here private is more, private are more, private people are more say. You know that America, each state has their independence. You know that? America, you cannot go to, there are states. 50 states are there. In America, 50 states, but each state has their governor. And each state is powerful than other state. If you are crossing to other state also, you have to take permission. You know that, America? But in India, you know like that. If you go to West Bengal to Bihar to Orissa, the permission not required.
Sir, for public, they require permission to go.
Yes, 50 states are quite different. The 50s, they have a door of independence also. That system quite different. Okay. We require some permission at national level is different, but there are dual citizenship in America. Dual citizenship means you are state citizenship at the same time central citizenship also. You are state citizen at the same time central citizen also. Orissa citizen ହେଇଥିବୁ, Indian citizen ହେଇଥିବୁ, hamti double. My point they're coming here. In a capitalist country like in America, the planning is different because role of government is very minimum there. Government is in charge of defense only.
So then, what is the purpose of doing this, sir? Why they holding people from entering our states, sir?
No, see, point is there. America, you see, even in America, gun is available in the free market. Gun. Carrying gun also allowed legally. Purchase the market is available. In India, it is available.
No, sir, it's illegal, sir.
Then, so their planning is different because freedom is more important there. Freedom. Freedom of individual enterprise means you can start any business you like. Though no way government would interfere. That is capitalist view. They say the market will decide the price. Government will not do anything. Market will decide the price in a capitalist country. Capitalist country, market will decide the price. Demand and supply depends on demand and supply.
Sir, if this happens, there are certain goods when they are not available, they can price the price as much as they want. It is market.
See, market decides everything there. I'm giving example to you. Suppose price of sugar is increased too much. There is shortage of sugar in India and demand is more. Definitely price will increase. But government will tell that company, please reduce the price through subsidies. Possible. Government interfering or not here?
Yes,
But
sir.
American government will not do things about public welfare. It is market.
Even there is a scarcity is there, the government will never interfere, sir.
Where there is scarcity, because things are, see, I'm telling you, America, why they are rich, you know that? There are less population, land is plenty, vast land. America, you see the map of America, see the India map. If you see India map, there are 5, 6 India will go inside America. That much big. Population very less. Population very less, land is too big. Land is fertile. Technology, all are qualified people. All are rich. Those are brain people, Indian brainy, all Chinese brain people, all brain, that is called brain drain. Mane, all the brainy people are there in America. They attract only rich people, qualified people. All intelligent people are there only. From China, India, everywhere, throughout the world. So that usually technology is there. Less people, technology is there. Brainy people are there. So utilize the resource nicely. What is the shortage? the way they eat the food, that much, their one day food, we eat 5 days or 6 days, who knows, we are not getting 1 month also. That much poor we are. I'm telling average wise, okay, average wise.
Understood,
So
sir.
that's why I'm telling you, in a capitalist countries, you see, let me tell you one thing, plus point, plus point. Suppose you are restricted. Suppose I'm telling you about you now. Suppose you are restricted to use your things. Will you use your capability?
No, sir.
Correct. This is happening in socialist countries. But America given a freedom to you. Whatever you think. Open, open. Profit is yours. You can do whatever you want. So they can do whatever they like. They're using brain also. But in socialist countries, even you are brainy also, you cannot utilize because you are under government supervision, under government surveillance, under government control. Freedom is not there. You know, one question I'm telling you. In Russia, there is a ballet dance. You know balance dance? Balance means dancing with a toe.
Yes, sir.
You know why? Girls of 5 years girls all are forced by the government to send college school to for ballet dance. Whether they are weak or sick or whatever. For simply that twist the leg. In social country like that. China, nobody can open their mouth against government. Shoot. That's why called
Yes, sir.
iron curtain. They
So,
are
sir,
called
how
iron
we can identify which country is capitalized, which country is socializing?
curtain. I'm telling you, Western country like America or all are capitalist country. Socialist country be Russia, China, and even Eastern Europe side. Middle mixed economy, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, all are mixed economy. Bala. We are following neither capitalist nor socialist pattern. We are in mixed. Some are private, some are private government. Here private colleges are there, government colleges are there. Private buses are there, government buses are there. Railway also like that. So private railway is there, Konkan railway private. Konkan railway. Have you heard Konkan railway?
No, sir.
That is running in a Goa area, Goa belt. This is Konkan area. Even private party is allowed now for government running railway also. Some started. Planning, of course. So my question could be that here just I'm giving example. Earlier post office was working, but nowadays there are so many courier service. All private. It was not there earlier. Nowadays private, everybody put courier service all. Your food delivery all is not government, it's private. Each and every area now private. Check except defense in India. Only defense area only government. Check.
Yes, sir.
That means you are private and government going hand to hand. But how much private, how much government is not marked. The 50-50 no return, 60-40 no return, 30-70 no return. It is mixed economy only. Private and government together are working in India. Some are private sector, some are private government sector, public sector. Both sectors are working together. This is a feature of India economy. You ask me, sir, why this thing happened? Why this thing happened? I'm telling now. Why this thing happened? After partition of India, when India is parted, that the best land of cotton rising went to Pakistan. The Pakistan area black soil, good for cotton. And in the other part, Bangladesh side, East Pakistan, the jute cultivation area gone to Pakistan side. There's Bangladesh, now present Bangladesh. So the best part of land gone to Pakistan area. So India suffered a lot regarding food scarcity came, first point. And food scarcity, refugee problem came. People migrated from that side to shifted from there. All the problems come to India. And that time there are big problem whether you will allow private or government. And Nehru followed socialist pattern. So made friendship with Russia. So some are public sector came. But those are Tata company. Tata company are running our airlines earlier. The airport, whatever, all controlled by Tatas earlier.
So,
Okay.
sir, what is the difference in America and Russia, capitalist and socialist?
The means of resources are owned by private people in America, but means of resource are owned by government in Russia. That depends. Okay, so my question coming here, that we require a planning, and scope of planning depends upon the nature of the economy. Whether a country is following this socialist pattern, mixed economy, or capitalist pattern, that decides your planning side. And next is, time is up. Still, I'm just going to tell quickly now the types of planning. There are different type of planning: democratic planning, totalitarian planning. Democratic means all are elected, all things are decided by majority. But totalitarian means Hitler type, just order only. Somebody is ordering, that's all. Then centralized planning, decentralized planning. Centralized means only one authority, center. But India, they see we have decentralized planning. Means state level, block level, everywhere planning is there. This is called decentralized planning. But in Russia or China, they have only centralized planning, only one authority planning. But in case of centralized, means only one authority, central planning board. That's all. But in India, we have decentralized planning also. Till the block level, even the village level also planning is there. So this is called decentralized planning. So planning is not a difficult topic. It's not that difficult as you are thinking. Very easy. But sure to come in exam, I think it possibility of short question maximum comes planning side. Okay. So let's go through for short question all. And Monday, hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Today, because only one class I have with you. So I'm going to hit your block 8. Block 8 means you are going to study about different countries in the world, like Hong Kong, Singapore, how they developed. Okay. Eastern Asian countries, other countries. So we are going to study a comparative one in my last class. That is on Monday. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have one question. Actually, this is my first class. I don't know that from March class is continuing. So I want to talk with you personally because I don't know about exam pattern. I don't know. I want to study, but I did not get information. So please,
No,
please, please guide me.
you use my WhatsApp, okay? WhatsApp, and whatever problem is there, you can give me there so that I can help you that way.
Your WhatsApp number?
WhatsApp 8994
First is 94.
94. No, I'm telling you from beginning. 94380
Okay.
29262. 292. There's a number. If you have any question, you can send to me, okay?
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Okay, then. We'll next on 7th.
Sir, can you repeat the number again?
94 380 9438 29262 94380 29262 is my number. If you have any doubt, any question, please ask. Use my WhatsApp there. Okay.
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 Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Well, I have class with you on 7th only, Monday.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So, sir, there will be no class on tomorrow, sir.
Tomorrow is not there. I think. My schedule is not there. Mine is today is 4th. 4th to next is
Saturday class not है. Saturday,
oh,
Sunday.
Sunday, no class.
Okay. Tomorrow class will be, but in the better not your schedule.
And then tomorrow is not there. Saturday and Sunday there is no class. Okay, because it's controlled by regional center. Okay.
Actually, I don't know that one thing because
Okay,
this
sir.
is my first
Okay,
class.
sir. Understood, sir.
No, you can
Thank you.
utilize your WhatsApp number and talk with me. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Shubhratri, sir.
Hello. Any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you all. Thank you very much
Thank you.
for your response.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Participant is very good, encouraging.
Shubhratri, sir.
Nice. Subhat.